What's up with y'all, man? First of all, I do apologize to all of you guys for the lack of content. I've been sick as hell. Um, it's like respiratory infection, something like that. When that 19 crack, or something bad, but it's not like a slight cough. But able to record videos for you guys. I'm back, so I hope you guys have a great one. Like, comment, subscribe, and get right to today's video. We'll talk about the most realistic trade options for the Washington Commanders before the November 5th deadline. It's Friday. Welcome back to the PSN Commander Now with your boy Tonka Tech back on the video. Agent TJ Glory to God for God. I wrap time how I was open doors and pay ways for all people in the Lord's name. In today's video. Here up at the Washington Command. If I get too far into a quick verse of the day, we'll get to the 7 most realistic trade options for the Commanders going to the 2024 NFL trade deadline. This is from Matthew 5:6, so chapter 5, verse 6 says as follows: Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. So if you're hungry for to be a better person, to be more righteous, things of that nature, then you will better yourself and you will feel said hunger. So let's get right into today's video. So first off, that's all some guys we might be able to trade away. So those guys are as follows. I'm gonna say Emmanuel Forbes. He's signed. He's done here. His days here are done. Uh, I know Dan Quinn said he'll get a second chance to go out there and show what he can do, but at this point, we kind of know what Emmanuel Forbes is at this point. He's not a good NFL player, and it's time to move on. So I think it'll be most advantageous for us to find a trade partner. Now, if you can get a 6th-round pick for him, that'd be great. I think that's the max value you can get realistically. I see a pick swap of us trading him in the 7th for 6. So that's how I see how that would go for Emmanuel Forbes. Now, this guy is Jamin Davis, former 2021 first-round pick, number 19 overall. He's been a healthy scratch at least twice this season. I believe in 3 times for now for Jamin. I just don't believe in him clearly. So there's another guy we can trade away. And I think the maximum you can get for him is probably a 5th-round pick. I think I think the best offer you'll get is probably 6. So that's how we'll look at that. If I ain't Derek Force, I think the most you can get from is a 7th, and that's what you're gonna get. 7th. So that'll be that. So those 3 are guys I think you could trade away, and those are your trade value for those guys. Let's get to some realistic trades though. We're not getting Maxx Crosby, y'all. Let's start with that. No Maxx Crosby, no Denzel Ward, no no Myles Garrett. None of that. It's not happening. So y'all need to let that go. Chill out. Y'all tweaking. Chill. This is some realistic ones. Number 1, Jonathan Jones. Patriots corner. He's 31 years of age, about 5'10 and a half. Very dependable. Stays healthy. Very solid NFL starter. And a guy who can fit and immediately play for you. Now, is he the best thing since sliced bread? No. Is he better than most? Yes. He's better than anything we have on this roster. So I'm not going to complain about it. I think he'll take a 6th-round pick, according to CBS. CBS had the article talking about it. So take a 6th-round pick. I think that's fair. That's fair value. So that'd be number 1. All right, number 2 is another cornerback. I think probably the most draft company you got to pay for somebody. And that'd be Greg Newsome, the 2nd. The Browns starting corner. More than slapping outside, but he's a starter for corner nonetheless. On a little bit of a down year for Greg Newsome. I think it's a down year for the whole Cleveland Browns franchise. Hence why I traded Amari Cooper and hit the punt button, hit the white flag and said, no mas, season's over. So I think Greg Newsome could be a guy that can move. Emerson's a guy they want to hold on to from what I've seen. And then also, they're not trading Denzel Ward. So that being said, I think there's only one guy that's probably going to be traded, and that guy would be Greg Newsome the 2nd. They're going to take a 3rd-round pick. Now, when we want to trade a third round pick, I personally would trade none of my top 100 picks for anyone right now. If there's one person I would trade a top 100 pick for, it would be for Greg Newsom II. That was number 2. Number 3 would be, I believe, a guy that would be interesting is Carolina Panthers wide receiver Deontay Johnson. Now, I'll hit about a little under 400 yards during the season so far. 3 touchdown catches. He's listed on injury report right now with an ankle injury going to the game versus the Commanders this week. He's interesting. I like everything about Deontay Johnson except for his hands. His hands are very suspect. Dating back to his Pittsburgh days. Saying a little bit more sure-handed now, but you just dropped a lot of passes in Pittsburgh that really pissed me off. So I'm a little trepidant about Deontay Johnson, to be honest with you, but I think the most I'll take to get him is a 4th round pick and a 3rd round pick if you're really pushing it. I wouldn't be ready to trade a 3rd, but I'd be willing to trade a 4th. I'm not trading a 3rd, respectfully. Nothing in the top 100 for none of these guys. Next guy is not Panthers, Jaguars wide receiver Christian Kirk. Now this was an interesting one, I believe, because for one, I think he's on an expiring deal. Number 2, just like Deontay Johnson on an expiring contract, by the way. Number 2, he knows Cliff system. Number 3, he's out of the rotation in Jacksonville. And number 4, they're having a fire sale. They traded Roy Robertson Harris for a 6th rounder. You may want to do the same thing with Christian Kirk. He's not getting much run. He's not getting a lot of targets. But the only thing about Christian Kirk, he's mainly a slot guy. Can't play outside a lot. So he's kind of more in a box, but he's a very good slot wide receiver, though. So this is a 6th round pick. I wouldn't mind that at all for Christian Kirk. That'd be a good move. And my final trade candidate for the Commanders fighting the video will be Zadarius Smith. I'm going to take a 5th round pick to get it done, about 32 years of age. I'm still very pathetic edge rusher. We did lose Dorrance Armstrong. We did officially lost Dorrance Armstrong for a period of time with the rib injury, but he might be out for a hot second. And we have already lost Jonathan Allen in the interior with a torn pec. So we need some defensive line help. I think that Zadarius Smith brings that and more. You can't go out and start Rafael Bada and insert our star, Clean Farrell, whoever. You got to bring a little better than that. You got to step harder than that. So in order to step harder than that, go get a guy like Zadarius Smith. Man, it's a good look. Well, those are my trade candidates. What are your thoughts on it? So I have so far trading away Defoe, Jamin Davis, and Emmanuel Forbes. You're going to fetch a 6th round pick with a 7th swap. Fetch another 6th rounder for Jamin, and then another 6th rounder for Derek Forrest. So you're gonna get 3 6th rounders. You're gonna trade a 7th away in both deals combined. Now next, I want to say it was just said his name, Greg Newsom II. And also Jonathan Jones. And Jonathan Jones will cost you a 6th round pick. And then Greg Newsom II will cost you a 3rd rounder. Deontay Johnson will probably cost you a 3rd round pick. And then with Christian Kirk cost you a 6th round pick. And then finally Darius Smith, the Maxx will spend a 5th rounder. So I'm gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great one. Comment your thoughts on this one. Gotta be easy. Stay healthy. No Maxx Crosby, DC, y'all. It's okay. But I'll be easy on the streets. Peace.